Hi everyone. Today I will be going over how to create a buffer and then select all of the objects that intersect that buffer. For the example, I will be using my site that I'm currently using for a personal project that is Holmes Park, located in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I'm going to create a buffer that surrounds that site and then select all water features within 100 meters. I input the water shapefile layer that we can see here. I actually downloaded that off of the Minnesota Geospatial Commons website. You can find that file as well by typing in water features, clicking on this first result here, and then downloading that shapefile. And I've already done that. Just make sure that you put it in the correct file that you connect to your ArcGIS file. Also, make sure that you extract that by right-clicking and selecting Extract All and placing all of the components in that same folder as well. In case you don't know how to add a folder connection, you simply just right-click where it says Folders in the catalog pane, click Add Folder Connection, and then you just navigate to that folder. Mine was called Data. You click it, click OK, and I've already done that, so I won't do that again, but you can see it here, and if you click that drop-down arrow, it'll show all of the contents inside of it. Here's the shapefile that we just added together, the lakes and rivers, so you simply just need to click that and drag that onto the map, and it will appear there for you. I've adjusted the symbology to blue so that it resembles water, but you can have it however you want. Blue is just usually best. Now we're going to create that buffer that I had mentioned. You can find the buffer tool in the geoprocessing pane. If you click on, analysis, and then this little toolbox right there, that'll open up the geoprocessing pane. And then you can just type in buffer. And it's this first one right here. So you can just click on that. For the input feature, we're going to input that Holmes Park. I'd already created it as its own shapefile, so that's perfect right there. But if you have a group of parks, make sure that you select by attribute first and then export that to its own data layer. And then let's see, the output feature, that's fine. We're going to keep this linear unit, change the unit to meters because the parameter was 100 meters. And then we're just going to run it because the rest of those parameters look good for this particular case. And there we see that. So it doesn't quite reach the water, so I'm gonna see now. I'm actually gonna create a buffer a little bit larger. Let's do 500, and then click Run. So now as you can see, that now intersects a water feature. Now to select that water feature, we're going to use the Select by Location tool. That's at the top of the screen under the Map tab, under the Selection group. So if you click that, under Input Features, you're going to put in that Lakes and Rivers layer that we downloaded together. For Relationship, we're going to keep Intersect because those intersect. That's going to be perfect. It'll select the features that we want. Under Selecting Features, we're going to do that buffer that we made, and then you can leave that blank. That's just fine. We're going to click Apply and click OK, and now when we zoom out, we'll see that this is actually now the only one that's selected, which is perfect. We're now going to right click where it says Lakes and Rivers in the contents pane because that's the layer it's on. Go to where it says Data, click Export Features, and we're going to give this a name. We're just going to call it the Mississippi. When that's finished, you can hide your other water features, and that's going to be the only one that you have. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Simply need to throw this into a layout. If you go up to where it says insert and click the drop arrow next to new layout and select the size and orientation of your choice. Just gonna do that one. And then we're gonna add that map frame by clicking that drop arrow where it says map frame. And now we can just select this map and draw it right on. You can size that however you want. I'm gonna change the scale of that just a hair by double clicking. It opens the format map frame pane. I'm gonna click this display options. Right now, here's the scale. Let's see. I'm gonna do this one. And I'm also gonna get rid of that border because I really don't care for it. It's in this third icon here where it says display. I'm just going to select no color. When you click away, you can see that that is now gone. Alright, I'm also going to change those credits because I don't want them there. I'm just going to ignore that. Alright, so now I just need to add a legend by clicking the button at the top where it says insert, and then just clicking and dragging on the screen. And then I'm going to change these names in here so that it will change in the legend. But we're going to do, what was it? 500 meter buffer. When you click enter, you can see that that is now changed in there. I want to change the order that these appear in the legend, so I'll do that by double clicking if it's not already open, but to open the format legend pane, and where it says synchronize with map layer order, I'm going to check that, and then you just simply move your layers in the order that you would like them to appear in the map legend. I'm just going to move that one to the top because it's my main focus. And then you can move that to wherever you want it on the page. Lastly, we need a north arrow, legend, and a title. So you can just click the scale bar button at the top of the page under the insert tab. That will appear for you. I like to change my text to lowercase in my scale bar. I don't know why. I think it looks best, but you don't need to do that. If you don't want to get the north arrow, you click the button at the top like we did for the other two. Click and drag. If you want, you can adjust which one you choose. Actually, I like this one better. Let's do this guy. And here's the north arrow. And then lastly, we just need a title. We are going to actually use the straight text button up here above graphics and text. Click and drag. And we'll do water features within 500 meters of Holmes Park. That's absolutely ginormous. I'm going to click on text symbol. Let me pull this out a little bit so we can see. I'm going to change the size. Something a lot more manageable. Let's see what 28 looks like. And I like all caps for title. I think that looks good. I don't like Tahoma. I'm going to go, I just passed it. But this guy right here. And then click apply. And there's your title. I'm going to move these guys up. So they're all by themselves down here. But yeah, basically align this however you want. I'm just OCD, so I can't leave anything alone, but do with it as you wish. And lastly, when you're done finicking, like I have been, you just click on the Share tab at the top. We're going to export it as a PDF, so click this little arrow where it says Layout above Export. Under File Type, make sure that says PDF. And I'm going to just throw mine right onto my desktop so I can find it easily. And all these other parameters are good. I'm going to click Export. And it's taking its time, but it's doing it. Hopefully. Alright, there we go. And then if you click where it says View Exported File, you have your finished product. And that's it. Thank you for watching.